Hello everyone, it's Anthony here, member of NYPS, and welcome to the very first live episode of Tatts. This series basically features members of NYPS and their exciting, riveting tales behind body art, and that's going to be including tattoos and piercings and anything else that may happen. So I am the pioneer. I get to start first. I also want to let you guys know that at any point in time during the presentation, if you have any questions, I will answer them at the very end. That way we won't be prolonging and having a very, very long video. But yeah, so without further ado, I will explain to you the reasoning and the stories behind my body art. So starting first is going to be my right tattoo here on my right arm. It is Destiny. I got it when I was 18, and based on what my mom told me about life and being in control of one's destiny, I felt that it was prudent to actually have it on my body because myself, I'm always in control of my life and everything that I want to do. During this, you'll find also that 65 to 70% of my tattoos are Japanese correlated. Japanese was my minor in university, and so I have an affinity for them as well. My second tattoo, following their destiny, is actually peace on my right arm. That one, basically, I've always tried to be a very peaceful person. I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in violence. And I try to live my life every day peacefully. So sometimes it's harder. Then some days are harder than others, but for the majority, I am able to get, through the day being peaceful. So my third tattoo, is actually my third tattoo was several weeks following my second, and it is one of my favorite breeds of scorpion. I am not a Scorpio, but I do absolutely adore scorpions. This particular one is a death stalker. It's one of the 25 species that are potent to humans. So I decided I wanted to get it, and just to represent the singularity of the species. They are or have been unchanged for millions of years, and they have one of the slowest metabolic rates in all of the animal kingdoms, going nearly 3 years without food. So that's pretty impressive. My next tattoo is actually on my back. It is a Japanese-Chinese collage of yin and yang with Zenaiku, and basically representing the good and evil that's apparent in all of us. So I definitely wanted to have a symbolic representation of that, knowing that although I am good, we still can have bad tendencies. The Zenaiku is at the very bottom, underneath the light and dark tigers that represents good and evil. So after that, my next tattoo was this one here. It is a tribal. It's an Inca tribal that was basically associated with Pachacudi, who is my favorite and also the first, for all intents and purposes or through history, the first Inca king or emperor. And this sigil is basically a representation of a phoenix, prospering, longevity, basically that notion that kings and queens, emperors, all monarchy live forever, no matter how long it's been since they died. So I actually got this one with my first boyfriend. He didn't get the same one. He had another tribal, I believe it was an Aztec, but it was somewhat of a similar correlation with longevity. So After that, I decided I wanted to get another scorpion. And I thought it would be really neat to have it next to this scorpion here. This one is King Scorpion here. And it does have a... the back is outlined with skulls, because this one here is particularly potent. But it's also one of the largest species of scorpions, seen a lot throughout movies, in different scenes, like The Curse of the Black Scorpion, which is a very, very popular Chinese film, martial arts film. It's really, really good. If you haven't checked it out, watch it. Shortly thereafter, I'm a huge, like I say, Japanese is my second language. So I'm a big fanatic of Japanese anime. And one of my particular ones is Naruto. I don't watch it as much now, but back in the day I used to watch it all the time. So that particular one, there is an Akatsuki member named Sasori. And Sasori was my favorite. His name literally means scorpion. So I felt that it would be really cool to have Sasori here in Japanese. This is Ramonji. I was going to attempt to get it in hiragana, but right here on my collarbone, it would have taken a longer time if I got it in hiragana. So I just decided to get it in Ramonji. So basically, this whole part is just all scorpion related, which is really cool. So after getting this and having this pretty much kind of covered up, my next tattoo went to, actually it's on my back again. It is the, if you can see it, it's here on my neck, and it's the Japanese kanji for love. That particular tattoo was also dealt with Sasori. Sasori was, like I said, my favorite character on Naruto, but he had the actual tattoo on his forehead. Not gonna happen. Wasn't gonna do that. I don't live in the Japanese anime, so yeah. So I had to get that on my back. But I didn't expect it to get it as high up on my neck. But even though I can still like wear a collar shirt and you don't even really see it, so it works out perfectly. And I also wanted to get it because I believe that no matter what we do in life, no matter how we are, no matter, you know, the roles that we take, the things that we do, we're all kind of governed by love, you know, a love, an affinity for something. So I definitely wanted to have it, and I thought it fit really, really well. It was a great addition. So from there, I took a little hiatus because my mom was like, you know, you need to slow down, Anthony. You got too many tattoos. And I'm like, no, not gonna stop. So after that, I decided I had too many things that were, I guess, confusing to people, and everyone thought I was a Scorpio. So I said, well, let me get something that's related to my actual sign. Here on my arm is Aryan, and then on the other side is King. So I was born April 11th. I am a third decan Aries. We rule, you know. First house of the zodiac, governed by Mars, you know, freaking awesome. So I decided I was going to go ahead and get that. It's still kind of hidden. Most people don't really see this, you know, so they're still kind of like, oh, you're an Aries, you're a Scorpio, you're a Scorpio. And I'm like, no, I'm not a Scorpio. I just like scorpions. So I know it's a bit confusing. Shortly following thereafter, I got my next tattoo, which is here. Now, this is also another correlation to Japanese, of course. It is kanji, and it's basically stating Mizukage. It reads down, and these are kanji. It's not hiragana, it's kanji. Mizukage basically translates to water shadow. And in Naruto, the leaders or rulers or like mayors of the nearby villages are all called kages, dealing with elemental things. So Mizukage, Kazekage, Hokage, like all of this. If anyone's ever watched Naruto, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Mizu, I love water. I used to be a swimmer in high school. So, like anything with water, that's probably why I live here in Florida now, because I'm 10 minutes from the beach, because I'm always like, so it's really, really cool. After that, I decided to go over to this arm and infect it. This particular tattoo is a Japanese peony flower, which is one of my favorite, next to the white spider chrysanthemums. And it's encased in flames. So it combines two of my favorite things. I have a massive affinity for flowers, and I absolutely love fire. I hate being hot, but I love fire. I just think that it's really, really cool. So this one was my latest, or my last stopping point when I took a break from getting another tattoo. Well, yeah, so then I decided I need to go back, get some more, right? So afterwards, I went and got these here. They are all Japanese kanji, and they are all representations of different things that I hold in high regard. So heaven, that sense of spiritual liberation, being able to freely choose one's religion, no matter what it is, believing in a higher power to do good and to prosper and be kind to others, And this one is Tenki, which is basically same as peace. You live your life as peaceful as you possibly can, and wanting to help others as much as you possibly can as well. Okay. Then this one is Fuku, which is it's like just because I like it. It's my favorite season, which is winter. I know, yeah, kind of crazy. Love the cold, like I say, but I love fires, which is really, really weird. And then these three here are just courage, dexterity, and honor. All of which I definitely hold in high regard. I try to show whenever I possibly can. It's just makes life easier, I guess, when you think about it. So after that, I took another little break, and I went to these here. So actually a year ago, a couple of weeks, my last birthday, was when I got these. Contrary to popular belief, they are not horrible. They do not hurt. They do, however, take a really, really long time to heal. My right one, well, left one, right one, my right, your left, is still healing because some months ago when I went home to visit my family members, we were playing a very, very intense game of badminton. And I didn't have on a shirt. My sister spiked the shuttlecock and I tried to dive for it. That didn't end so well. I nearly ripped the ring out, and I kind of had to re-pierce it again. So that wasn't like the smartest thing, but it's been healing. So it's not super, super bad, okay? Yeah, it's okay. So after the this messing this up, I decided that I am gonna need something else, right? I'm gonna need some more tattoos. I don't have my body completely covered, but I definitely want to have, enough, right? So I got these two. These were my latest birthday gifts to myself. My birthday was 3 weeks ago, by the way. Then these are also Aryan symbols here. So I kind of wanted to reiterate the fact that I am an Aries, and I wanted to kind of have them where they were like more so visible, and people wouldn't really just kind of be like, oh, what are you again? Yeah. But still, even with these, everyone is always like, I still don't know what you are. Like, are you Scorpio? Are you an Aries? No, I'm an Aries. So yeah, these are pretty cool. I like these, and they only took like 10 minutes to get. My longest tattoo is, of course, the one on my back. It took 6.5 hours. That was not as bad as one may think, but I definitely fell asleep for 2 hours, and I think I ended up playing a game or like eating or doing something for the remainder of time. But yeah, it was very, very intense. But I think that is all of my actual tattoos. Now, aside from my nipple piercings, I do have 12 piercings in my ears. I do have 12 holes in my ears, and that's symbolic to the fact that I do have a favorite number. It is 12, obviously. But also, another correlation to Japanese, one of my other favorite characters on Naruto was Pain. And he had like 12 holes in each, 6 in each ear. So I thought that was pretty neat. I had already had like maybe 6 in each ear, so I think it was like 3 in each ear. And I was like, well, I might as well just get a couple more. But I don't have them all in. It is crazy. It is a hassle to have 12 holes in each ear, or 6 holes in each ear, and try to put them in and take them out and stuff. So at the very most, I'll probably wear like maybe about four or five. I do try to keep it at an even number, so it just really depends on what they actually look like. But yeah, so that's basically all of my tattoos. What they mean to me, why I have them. It's not so much as, I won't lie, the addiction, I don't think tattoos are like super addictive. I do think it's based on the person, which of course that's with anything, with anybody. I I kind of just like the feeling of the needle, to be honest. It's very, very therapeutic. It's almost like a vibration to the bones, you know? And it just absolutely, it just does something to me. So like anytime I'm getting a tattoo, I'm just like, this feels great. So that's why I end up going to sleep on my 6-hour tattoo, the one that's on my back. So yeah, don't listen to people when they're like, oh, you get a tattoo, you're gonna get addicted, you're gonna spend your money, whatever. You know, that it just really, really depends. Like my mother has one. You know, she got one tattoo, it hurt like hell, and she never got another one. So it really just depends on the person, really. But I absolutely love them. All of my tattoos are symbolic to me. They mean something to me. What I like, things that I care for, who I am as a person in a sense. It body through body art. So, and I think that a lot of people are able to express themselves through it. Sometimes what's always on the surface isn't what necessarily is to be seen. People show but a fraction of themselves every single day. So you can learn by just kind of observing and paying attention. And with me, like, if you just look at my tattoos, if you actually just go into detail and just like, okay, this guy is probably weird, but he has some pretty cool stuff, so he might be into some interesting stuff. It just really, really depends. So yeah, that's basically in a snippet all of my body art, all of my tattoos and my piercings. And as I stated earlier, I see you guys are asking me questions. I did say as soon as I get done explaining all of my tattoos, I was going to answer the questions. So, I think I saw a question about did it hurt or my tattoos? No. One. Well, actually, no, two. Two of them. When this one here, this D, I don't know what it was. I just think it was because of the meat, the area in which it was. It was terrible. It was terrible. And I don't, like, pain isn't that bad for me, you know? But I don't know. When he started shading in this D, I wanted to really just, like, rip every part of his organs out. Like, I just wanted to be like, dude, why did you? And I told him to start with this first. I knew it was gonna, I was like, I know this is gonna hurt. I know this is, just start with this one first. And he does the complete opposite, and he starts over here. So by the time I'm like already, my skin is already braised. It's already acting crazy. He decides he wants to do this one last, and I was just like, I really wanted to just punch him in the face. But I'm a pacifist, so wasn't gonna do that. And then my second tattoo was the one on my back. The one on my back was not bad. The only bad part was the shading of the yin and yang, the dark portion, the yang, because it's directly on my spinal cord. Yeah, that one, I felt like I was gonna have to have surgery afterwards, because I was pretty sure my spinal cord was gonna be, screwed up after that, and I was just like, I can't. But it didn't last long. Like I think I don't know, for all you guys, but like everyone didn't see it, just in case. It was an excruciating 3 to 4 minutes maybe when he shaved it in. It was pretty rough. So if in the future, if you are contemplating getting a tattoo on your back and it's going to be near your spinal cord, you have to be able to take some pain. You have to be able to do some stuff, because if not, I don't think you're going to be able to get the tattoo finished. I do have some notions of getting more. I'm currently at 18. But not too many more to where you can't really distinguish between my skin and tattoos. Like, I'm going to keep it at a low number, but you can still visibly see my skin. You're not having to guess and wonder what it is. Also, contrary to popular belief, the one here is not bad. I guess it kind of just depends. Like, I know people talk about their sides and things of that nature. I don't have any on my side, as you see. But the one that was here on my stomach, it wasn't horrible at all, actually. It took about 30 minutes, I think. The shading was the longest part. The outline was very, very easy. So if anyone wants to get one on that portion of their stomach, and also like that portion of their back, also known as a tramp stamp, but I mean, who cares? I'm gonna get one. So yeah, but just kind of keep that in mind, that it may be painful with that one as well. Also, I saw you guys were asking about my social media. Yes, I am on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I don't know. I think I'm on everything. Just because I am a published novelist. I do have 3 books out worldwide, here in America, South America, Africa, Australia, and Japan. Yeah, pretty. Oh, in England, by the way. The Chronicles of Deception, Uncovered, Unjust, and Unchained is one series. And just 2 days ago, actually, I had my new fantasy fiction come out. It's titled The Dreadmore Saga, Dawn of Sathrim. So if you guys are readers, check all of that out. You can email me or contact me through social media. My Instagram is The Drug You Want. My Snapchat is Pretty Tony. That's PrettiTony. My Facebook is Anthony Pretty Tony Walker. If you are going to add me on there, you might have to send me a message to let me know. I think I'm in my maximum capacity of friends or something like that. I'm not sure. But then I also have a second Facebook, and it is Antoine Walker, and that's Antoine Walker. So if you can't get me on the other one, then you can get me on that one. I usually am really good at responding and adding people and things of that nature. So we can definitely go ahead and become acquainted. And if you have any questions about anything, you can just let me know. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys tuning in on this very chill, relaxing Saturday. I hope everyone's Saturday was great. Mine was okay. I had to work, but 'tis life, Oh, my Snapchat again is Pretty Tony. It's PrettiTony, and I'm usually on there a lot. Doing crazy stuff. Not anything explicit or illicit, but I am on there a lot, just, listening to music and things of that nature. Um, like I was saying, it is, Saturday night. And I really, really appreciated you guys taking your time out and being a part of the very, very first episode of Tatts. Like I was saying earlier in the message, it is a new series we are incorporating with NYPS. And it's going to be other members from the organization tuning in and basically talking to you guys about their tattoos, their body arts, things that are important to them or special to them through their actual art. So, if you guys enjoyed my show, then I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy what we have in store for you for the next couple of episodes. You will be, if you go onto NYPS Network, it will have dates for the days that people are going to be on the show or presenting or talking about everything. So, just check it out. It's nypsnetwork.com. Great group of people, great organization, just completely awesome, just doing a whole lot of things. Okay. My Instagram is TheDrugYouWant. The drug you want. Yeah. I'm not really great with Ebonics, so I don't really know how to spell stuff like in short ways. So I pretty much kind of spell everything out. Again, I am an English major, or I was an English major, so my degree is in. So yeah, you're gonna see that a lot. Not really good on shorting stuff. But yeah, so if you guys don't have any other questions for me, if you do, like I said, just add me on social media, any of the outlets that you choose. I think if for any of you guys that actually have Twitter, you guys are welcome. I'm really glad you enjoyed the show and actually, paid attention to the things that I was talking about with my tattoos. I really appreciate that. Also, for any of you guys that are on Twitter, I frequent Twitter a lot when I am up watching late episodes of Golden Girls or like my favorite movies. My name is on there, I think, Anthony Antoine _ on Twitter. Again, my Instagram is The Drug You Want. My Snapchat is Pretty Tony. That's PrettyTony. And then my two Facebooks is Anthony Pretty Tony Walker. And then my second one is my second one is Antoine Walker, Antoine. Jonathan, for you and Team Android, you guys, we're not going to get in that. We're really not going to get into that. But yes, I want to thank everybody who tuned in for the show. I'm glad you decided. Yeah, actually, thanks for asking that question. All of my novels are available on ebook. You can, I know the first one for the Chronicles of Deception series is on iBooks. So if you are Team iPhone and you're not like other people who are Team Android, who will not be named, you can go on iBooks and type in Uncovered or the Chronicles of Deception Uncovered, either one. Or you can type in my name, Anthony Walker, and it should pop up and you can have it there. If not, you can go to Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million. These are all retail stores that have. Yes, we do. We do have to cater to everybody. These are, yes, you actually can have on Google Play as well. All of these are outlets that you can actually have or order physical copies of the novels, or you can have your ebooks, and it's also available on Kindle as well, obviously. So for the people who don't like to use their phones or tablets or anything like that, if you have ebooks, Kindle, you can just have it there. Like I was saying earlier, it is The Chronicles of Deception. The first book in the series is Uncovered. The second is Unchained, and the third is Unjust. And then I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really excited about my new book. Hold on. I actually just got the copy of the hardback cover in the mail today. It's the Dreadmore Saga, Dawn of Satharim. It is the first in the series. It is a fantasy fiction. So if you guys like things like Harry Potter, The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, you're going to absolutely love this. J.R.R. Tolkien was one of my favorite writers, and I tried to emulate his style of writing. It's really, really great, if I have to say so myself. So check it out. It is on Amazon right now, only because it just came out 2 days ago. And you are absolutely right. Audiobooks is a whole different spectrum of reaching an entirely different audience. So I do plan to incorporate audiobooks. I wouldn't want anyone to do them simply because they may mess it up, especially with my fantasy fiction, because a lot of the words are kind of hard to pronounce. But I also hate my voice. So it's kind of like, do I want anyone to mess it up, or do I want to go ahead and do it and just suck it up even though I hate my voice? So I don't know. I'm gonna definitely incorporate that. It's gonna be really, really awesome. But this is like just a little snippet. I also have, pictures of the creatures and everything that's gonna be in the series. So it's gonna be available everywhere. So you guys should definitely check it out. But that's a really, really, really good suggestion. So I'm more than likely going to implement that. And awesome. So yeah, I would love that. Just follow me or add me on any of my social media apps, and we can discuss that. I think that's really, really awesome. So I guess I'm gonna have to wrap up everything. I know we weren't supposed to go over 30 minutes, or everything like that, but get to talking and you totally forget about stuff and you get stuff timed out. So again, I really, really would like to thank everyone who watched the show and who took something from everything that I was talking about with my great and awesome body art. And by the way, combined together, all 18 of my tattoos, I believe I'm only at $1,100. I don't think I've spent my most expensive tattoo was the one on my back, and it was $300. So all the other ones were like maybe 60, 80, 100, maybe like 120. So I think I'm like at 11, maybe like close to $1,200. Not bad for 18 tattoos. And just in case anybody's deciding to get anything, if any of you viewers or anything are in Florida or coming to visit Florida, just let me know and I can hook you up with my tattoo artist, and he gives pretty good discounts and deals for people that I introduce him to. So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna get off of here, and everyone, I hope I answered everybody's questions. I think I said all of my social media enough, or a lot. To where everybody could hear it and follow me, and then just write me on anything you want to discuss anything. That's funny. I actually used to live in Houston. So yeah, but I never been to Dallas. I never actually went to Dallas. But so that's another discussion for another day. But anyways, I want everyone to have a good Saturday night. If you're going out, be safe. If you're drinking, make sure you don't drive. Make good choices. I know that sounds lame, but you have to make good choices, okay? So just have a good night. Make sure you guys follow or go on to the NYPSnetwork.com. Check out the organization, the things that we're doing, trying to implement and change the world, one day at a time, one day. And we will be in contact. So yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. And have a good night.